Well, this is an exciting development. What scientists have found out: zapping manure with special electrode promises an efficient method to produce fertilizers and other chemicals. This is by Will Cushman, University of Wisconsin-Madison. An interdisciplinary team led by University of Wisconsin-Madison scientists have developed a new technique that could help farmers extract useful nutrients such as ammonia and potassium from livestock manure to efficiently make fertilizer and other useful chemical products. So that's a nice way of recycling the manure to make other products. While the strategy still needs to be scaled up beyond a proof of concept stage, the group's preliminary analysis shows it could offer considerable benefits by cutting water and air pollution while simultaneously creating products that farmers could use or even sell. Manure stinks in part because it contains ammonia, one of the more than 300 compounds that contribute to its odor. The pungent gas is not only a harmful air pollutant but can turn into the greenhouse gas nitrous oxide and water-polluting nitrate. Ammonia is also the foundation of many nitrogen fertilizers that have fueled modern crop production. The industrial method for making ammonia for nitrogen-based fertilizers, the Haber-Bosch process, consumes a lot of energy and emits hundreds of millions of tons of greenhouse gases every year. Although manure itself can be used as fertilizer, doing so can be costly, logistically challenging, and has environmental drawbacks. So researchers around the world are hunting for strategies to efficiently recover ammonia from manure, creating more concentrated and valuable fertilizers that are greener and more affordable to transport. Among these strategies are chemical processes driven by electricity, which is becoming increasingly inexpensive in many rural communities thanks to growing solar and wind power generation. However, most electrochemical techniques in development are not yet practical, mainly because they consume a lot of energy and are not efficient enough at pulling dissolved ammonia in the form of ammonium ions out of manure. This new technique, described in a December 8 paper published in the journal Nature Sustainability, relies on a specially designed electrode like those used for batteries that targets ammonium ions. The technique involves a nickel-based electrode that is placed directly into the manure wastewater. As organic matter in the manure naturally gets oxidized by the electrode, the ammonium as well as potassium ions within the wastewater are selectively driven into captured by the electrode. The strategy does not end with simply removing the nutrients from the wastewater. In an innovative step that could help make the process even more attractive, the nutrient-loaded electrode is then placed into a device that uses electricity to release the recovered ammonium and potassium ions, which can then be used to make nitrogen and potassium-based fertilizers and simultaneously produce other useful chemical products. These could include hydrogen fuel or hydrogen peroxide, which is commonly used for disinfection. We got lucky because nature does a lot of the work for us, says Song Jin, a UW-Madison professor of chemistry, who led the work along with doctoral candidate Ryu Wang and civil and environmental engineering professor Mo-Hang King. Manure has all this stuff in it, and we don't have to do much extra work, Jin says. The battery material goes in, and ammonia gets sucked out when the organic stuff gets oxidized. Trial runs with small amounts of manure recovered more than half the ammonia in the first pass, with a recovery of about 85% after 2 cycles. The ability to produce fertilizers and other chemical products together is a key part of why the team believe their strategy could be a winner. The environmental analysis led by Rebecca Larson, a professor in the Nelson Institute for Environmental Studies, indicates that a 1,000-head dairy farm operation could reduce its ammonia emissions by more than, listen to this, 50%. By deploying the system, while also significantly reducing the amount of nitrate entering nearby waters. Meanwhile, the preliminary technical economic analysis led by Professor Fikil Bruchet a collaborator at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, shows that a model dairy farm using the system could expect resulting revenues to be higher than operating costs, so long as electricity prices are not exorbitant. The next step includes further improving the materials and processes, scaling the system up and studying how it functions at a level more closely resembling a real-world livestock operation. Jin is optimistic that the system's benefits will continue to outweigh potential costs at these larger scales, given the initial analysis. It looks indeed to be promising, says Kin. There's a pathway to see how this might really help in the real world. I'm really excited about this. I really am. This is by University of Wisconsin-Madison, Ryu Wang and colleagues, and it's on phys.org. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.